crack of dawn. I'm Dawn Lombardi, and I'm at the Hillstead Museum with my guest, Christina Perbeck.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be on here.
We're so excited, yeah. And Christine, we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to paint a picture of a, if you look around here, there's a lot of farm. She lives right here at Hillstead. It's unbelievable. Behind us are the sheep. This museum was Theodate Pope,
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And she also was the architect for Avon Old Farms, I think.
She was,
She
yes.
was?
Mm-hmm.
And the first woman architect that anybody, I
Yes.
think, gave any attention to.
Right.
So in just behind us, in the original Hillstead house, which you can see off in the corner here, awesome to live here. It must be beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
I can't even believe it. So that's the home,
And the sheep are down.
and the sheep are down here.
Yeah.
That's the barn. And it's so peaceful here. My husband would love this. Yeah, nobody can bother you. Do people try to go past the cones and stuff and snoop around?
Oh, sure they do. All the
do?
time. There's 2 people today that went past the cones and realized that the gate is closed here and turn around. But they wave. We're nice about it. It's okay.
And would V, the dog, go after people like that? No, she was sweet, right?
No. She was trained off leash. She would bark to let people know that, someone was here.
Yeah, they had a Doberman that they absolutely adored.
Yeah. We lost her last year.
Ah,
We're
it's
really-
awful. Isn't it awful?
It is. It's so lonely.
It's so lonely.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is I'll show you what we're painting on. It's kind of appropriate because we are here and it's folk art what we're going to do. So if you want to try something and you're really not great at painting or you're nervous to touch a brush, try folk art because folk art is very two-dimensional, which means it's not a lot of shading, which is great. So we're going to do this thing here. You can focus it if you want, Joe, or I can come closer. This is on my wall at home. We're going to kind of get rid of that yellow-green because it's kind of ugly, to tell you the truth. So you can do your own green, but I don't like that yellow-green and it doesn't look good. So when I get home later tonight, I'm actually going to fix it. So yeah, we can add sheep, chickens, and stuff like that, but we're just going to keep it simple. So the first thing we're going to do is draw the horizon line. The horizon line is where the sky hits the ground. I bet Brooke's teacher taught her that, where the sky hits the ground. That's the first line you're going to make. So it looks pretty wavy to me, so we can make it like an ocean. And what we'll do is I'll give you you can use a Sharpie, but I wouldn't because it, what do we do with the pencils? Hang on. There they are. Hold on. This happens all the time, right, Joe? Good old Dawn. Okay, here we go. Oh, there goes my lipstick. You'll notice I have lipstick on, probably for the first time on the crack of dawn. But yeah, so here's your pencil. What you're going to do is you're just going to make a wavy line, and I'm just kind of copying this. You know, I've never painted on this. This is wood. I got it at Walmart. It's great. It's very barn looking. Yep, exactly. So again, you can do this at home, and then you'll have a nice piece of folk art for, if you're into that kind of decorating. I can't decorate. Christina's really good at it. How did you learn how to decorate?
My mother. She was very primitive in her decor, and it kind of fit into our last house that we used to have for 24 years. It was an old country farmhouse. My husband's grandfather, we purchased from him and renovated it, and we just fit all this folk art. I wish you guys could take a tour of my house because it's gorgeous in there. We have cows and sheep and houses and it just fits here. So I took everything from
It's like Country Living Magazine.
It's like Country Living Magazine. I wish you guys could see inside because it really is really nice.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And then our friends, we didn't even know we knew mutual friends, but our friends Kristen and Bill used to live here too because they were employees at the Hillstead. So it's unbelievable. It's a small world. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the sky. And then we'll talk a little bit about, it goes by so fast, we'll just go right into the second episode.
Okay.
We're going to do the sky. You might want a bigger brush or not, it's up to you. Some people like to work, they get afraid, this is too big for me. I go crazy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what kind of blue I want. And we're both going to be using the same blue because I want her to have a place to mix, okay? And you're going to notice I have a ton of paint. And a lot of people are like, you don't need that much. I just throw it out. It's like, it's better to have more than none. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the blue. I'm going to take a bit, and I'm going to put it on mine. And you could do this blue for a sky. Oh, this is kind of fun to paint on because the wood shows through. That looks great. You could also, if you want a lighter blue, you're just going to add white, see? And you mix right in the middle.
Okay.
Yep, and when we run out, we have other paper plates, and yeah, it's fun. So we'll just do our blue. We can add clouds later. Everybody thinks clouds are white, but if you look up in the sky, not much white. It's pretty gray, yeah.
It's gray.
So clouds are usually, and the kids at school, they make them blue. Did you used to do that, Brooke? Make the clouds blue? Yeah, the kids at school, they make swimming pools blue. I'm like, no, that's the paint on the bottom of the pool, or it's the sky reflecting. So whatever kind of blue you want, and we'll take a little bit of time doing this because we want them to look like we want to hang them up. You know, they also make great Christmas presents. If you know anybody that has like a farmhouse or likes this kind of decorating, you're going to go all the way down to that line. And if you go by it by accident over it, it doesn't matter because we're going to go over it anyway. So people are always like, whoops. You can paint the sides if you want, because then you don't have to worry about a frame, but you don't have to. I usually do because it saves me a lot of money. Yep. So we'll keep painting our sky and we'll keep talking. Now, you won a bodybuilding competition, am I right?
Yes,
Can you believe
last year.
Last year, that early, that quick?
In
You're kidding.
May of last year, yeah.
Not first place, right?
First place,
oh my
mastered
gosh.
40 and over. Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to train for that?
Well,
a year?
It takes
Longer?
about 3 solid good months of diet cut and excessive, extreme, heavy workouts and lots of cardio. A lot of it is diet.
A lot of it's diet. And
Right.
more running or more lifting?
Both.
Both?
So I was doing a lot of running, a lot of cardio work to burn
believe
fat, to get the metabolism working. The diet cut was pretty much, it was brutal. It's very low carb.
So no bread, no cereal. What about Cheerios? Cheerios are supposed to be like fiber.
No. My carbs were usually like an English muffin, like every third high carb day. I did 2 low carb days, 1 high. That's just what my body liked. My coach and I, he was very good, Jerry Ruck. He now lives in Florida. He
does?
Yeah, he did my diet and the workouts. So that was my 3rd show. So the first show I did back in 2014, I was a newbie and didn't really know what I was doing on stage. It was usually, the posing is like the hardest part.
It is?
Trying to pose because it's
like
a routine.
learning how to dance.
It's a routine, and so you have these different moves and you have to have
Does
your
he
hips
teach you that or a lady does? He taught you that?
Yeah, he taught me that. There's
Is the
coaches.
posing different for the male than the lady?
Yes.
They don't
definitely.
have the heels, right?
Yeah, no, you have high heels, yeah, and you get spray tanned and oil all over you.
I can't believe you did that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, being a fitness competitor is so fun,
It
but
is
it's hard
fun?
work. It gets addicting. Like I always say, I'm not going to do another
Do you
show.
get grouchy, like with the family?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Ask my husband. Yeah.
I can't believe it. And he didn't do that in his life? He's
No,
never done
he
that?
never did it. No. And how I got into it was many years ago. I was working out at the gym, and a gentleman came up to me and said, "Are you a fitness competitor?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, you should be." He said, "You should do a show. You'd probably place." So
That's amazing.
I did it. Yeah, and I didn't place because that was a show where women and men could use steroids, and I
didn't do it,
I
or you
wasn't
did?
large enough. I looked lean. I would have placed for probably first place for my 2nd and 3rd shows that I did with the OCB. It's an organization of competitive bodybuilders, and they polygraph you the day before your show to make sure you're not taking steroids
What
or
if
drugs.
What if you test? You're out.
Oh, if you don't pass polygraph, you cannot go on stage. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, the polygraph.
Wow.
you.
Is there any way around that? Like I hear that you can pass a DUI test by putting a penny in your mouth, or maybe
Oh,
it's
really?
marijuana. I don't know. I heard it on the TV. Is there a way that people cheat and get by that?
I heard of a girl who she was taking steroids, right? She won in this natural show. She polygraphed, passed the test,
Oh yeah.
but then they had to take a urine sample from her, and someone caught her girlfriend doing the urine test.
Oh.
So yeah,
That's what they do with the horse races,
yeah.
right? Joe has his own show. Joe's our cameraman, so thank you, Joe. You
I
saw?
know. Thank you.
Isn't he great?
Oh my gosh.
We
thank
love
you.
him. We all thought I had a camera. I thought he had a camera. But we're so used to doing the phone, right, Joe? Because we've been away from Nutmeg. They'll give you a camera, but Joe's so good at this that he was like, "Give me the phone. I'm good with it." I'm like, "Okay." Christina has more white in hers, which looks great for clouds.
Whoops, sorry.
That's okay. It happens. I can help you. Hold on.
Don't worry.
I think it was.
That's good. No, that's
Yeah,
good.
you gotta make it straight.
Thank you.
It happened on my last show. The whole thing. I had the easel was held up by a big box of toilet paper. Seriously, in my living room.
But I'm so clumsy, so this does not
It's perfect.
surprise me, you know.
No, and I always
I'm
like
pushing
to
too
wing it
hard.
anyway.
Pushing
So,
too hard.
how much does it cost for the whole bodybuilding thing?
So we tried to figure it out, my husband and I.
Can't believe
the last show was a little over $3,000, and that was like, yeah, probably
Including
3 to 4 months of.
And how much is the outfit? I mean, expensive, even though it's
You
a
could,
bikini.
sky's the limit. I mean, my first show I bought it on Etsy. It was like $200. My second show, my suit was about $200, and this last show was about $375.
And that's how much they cost? And did they
You could go
reflect
up
the
to
light?
$500. Yeah, it's got diamonds and glitter because you're bright, stage light.
Believe it.
Yeah.
I just add some white like this.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And see, like I said, clouds do have white, but they're not all white. That's why folk art, usually they make them just pure white. But I'm going to do a little shading just because I don't want it too folky. So I want it to look kind of real. So see how it looks kind of nice. So you kind of just do a little bit of white on the tip, and then it kind of goes into the other colors. And you can have it going off, whatever you want. We want them to look different, so it's so fun though. This is great. This stuff is great to paint on. And this would be fun to have, a lot of people have those Pampered Chef parties. You ever go to those? Pampered Chef one of your friends does it, right?
Yeah, I just had a show.
You
party,
did?
a
Here?
party. I did a party online on Facebook.
Oh, I think I saw that.
I
Did
love-
you sell a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I have that. It's like a ceramic tray that you can put anything on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that. It was totally well worth the money. And then if you break it by accident, I think they replace it. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, because they did replace it. And then, so what got you? That's what got you into the fitness, or you were already going to the gym anyway?
I was going to the gym anyway.
Until someone commented?
Yeah,
That's
so
so
someone
funny.
who's, yeah.
And
So
you go to
it's
like
fun.
2 or 3 gyms, right?
Yeah. I get bored easily, so I like to mix it up. So
I think it's
I'm
great.
at like 3 gyms right now.
Really? It's so fun. One in
Yeah.
Bristol, right?
2 in Bristol, and 1
Planet
in
Fitness
Farmington.
is the big one.
And
then
LA
that-
Fitness and Anytime Fitness. So
And how do they social distance? It's huge, right?
yeah, there's like I think it's more than 6 feet. It's like 10 feet.
Yeah.
They make sure it's safe, and you have to wear a mask the entire time.
You do?
So, and they have
Wow.
backpacks of disinfecting that they disinfect the air and all the equipment. So
They do?
I
Okay,
feel
so you
safer
feel
going to the
safe.
gym than I go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
really.
that's true. That's
know?
true. No, it's true. So yeah, when we're comfortable with the sky, we're going to start doing the land, which is great.
Okay.
And your line can go down, but we're going to have a couple different levels of ground, and it's very folk looking. And my Grandma Moses, you ever heard of her? Grandma Moses was the famous folk artist that did. I don't even think her stuff is worth it. Well, you know what? It probably is worth a lot of money, but people really didn't take her that seriously. I don't know why, but it's really pretty stuff. It's just not a lot of shading. So if she drew a horse, the whole horse would be the same color brown. If she did a sheep, the whole sheep would be white or black, whatever color it was. So yeah, so we're gonna mix our brushes, and you've got a lot of. I never clean my stuff, but she's got a bigger container. So a lot of people are like, at school they're like, my water's blue, Mrs. Lombardi, and I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. It's fine. You can clean it if you want, but it's not that big of a deal. So on my picture, this is in my house. It's gigantic. You can see I'm getting ready for my floors to be redone.
Yes.
You didn't have to do much when you moved in here?
Nothing.
It must have been a dream because you
Yeah.
already decorated like
Right,
this anyways.
right.
I can't believe, and you probably went shopping right after you moved in. Like a Christmas tree shop, sweep through, or a...
Well, when we first moved here, I did you came. It was an open house Christmas
Oh, that
party.
was the first
So,
party?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
that
the first
was
year
so
we moved in
fun.
here. I had like 12 Christmas trees lit up
Yes,
between like
everywhere.
the attic to outside to inside. I mean, it's just like Martha Stewart on crack in my house at Christmas time. That's what people say. You're like
I know,
Martha
it's like
Stewart.
Martha Stewart. It's hilarious. I can't believe it.
So I love to decorate, but unfortunately with the COVID, we had to cancel. And all my entertaining that I do, and all the food that I make, it had to kind of come to a screeching halt during COVID because we're really trying to social distance, keep everyone safe.
Yeah. And how about, so Christina, we didn't know this about her either. She is a dentist or
A dental hygienist.
dental hygienist. I can't believe it. And are there a lot of those?
Yeah.
There are?
Oh yeah.
And then how many do, like one dentist will have how many in the office? Like 4?
Maybe one dentist, like my boss, and our other dentist. There's 4 of us.
And was it creepy getting back into after the COVID? Did he shut down for a while?
Yeah, we're shut down for like 2.5 months. But
Wow.
our
But now it's good.
Yeah, we have our PPE, which is personal protective equipment. So we have hair nets, we have masks, shields,
Shields.
gowns, special shoes to disinfect. So I feel really safe.
And he probably has one of those plastic things between him and the patient.
Shower curtain, yeah, like a shower curtain. Like once our patient comes in room, we stay masked the entire time, obviously, and you know, we clean the patient's teeth and then send them out with their masks in a different way. One way in, one way out. I feel safer at my work because I know how to disinfect a room, and we spray, wipe, spray, and there's aerosols. So literally, the way we have to wait for the room to dry, that's why we have hours with patients instead of 45. But it's very secure at our office and very clean. With the disinfecting, no viruses or bacteria can possibly survive after.
And did they have a lot of training before you went back?
Yeah,
we
watched a lot of,
Oh, that's great. And you've been at the same dentist?
For 24 years.
24 years.
Yes.
I may have to venture over to him.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never had any problems with my teeth, but now I do. But if you want to be a volunteer at Nutmeg TV, a lot of people, Joe knows too, I'll say to a cameraman, you should do your own show. Oh no, I don't want to be on TV. So that's kind of cool because a lot of people really don't want to be on TV. And believe me, I've seen my latest episodes and my wrinkles won't go away. These white glasses, I kind of place them right over the bags.
You're so funny.
And I sleep with cucumbers. So we were going on to the green. The one at my house is just way too yellow and it doesn't really look great with my furniture. So I'm going to I like this color green right here. It's kind of like a mossy, but you can mix that green, and I can mix it right into the blue because blue and yellow makes green. So you can use this as your palette, and it's fine. And when we need a new plate, sometimes you run out of places to mix. I think we're done with the blue for now, so I can put that there. You run out of places to mix. Yeah. So blue and green makes yellow. So just going over my green, my blue doesn't really matter. And we'll just do this color. And if it were folk art, it would be all the same green because that's what folk art is. So whether or not Christina knows how to mix, have you ever painted?
Yes.
A little? Paint parties or painted just because you love it?
No, just painted on my own.
Just painted on her own. And the kids like it?
Oh, they love it.
You love
Rachel loves it.
She does? That's so fun. What about the boy?
Not so much.
Yeah, my son is the same. It's so funny. So you have 3 kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then first was a boy, right, like mine?
Yes.
So easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so easy.
It is easy. You're right.
It's so easy.
Oh, gosh.
Well, not to be mean to people that have girls first, but I've heard they can be kind of bossy. Like, I have taken care of the baby, because girls have that motherly thing.
Right.
And the boys, like, whatever. So it was easy for me, too. I love it. And you have 3 kids. I think your oldest is at the high school with my son, right?
Yes.
Does he like it?
Oh, he loves it.
He does?
He loves it, yeah. See, Evan, at 9 years old, realized that he wanted to be a computer software engineer, but he now has switched it to hard drives. So he says that there's going to be a need in computers soon for specialists in hard drives. So he wants to go to UConn, which is a great school here in our state.
A hard drive is the actual computer, right?
Yeah.
Like the table's the table.
Yeah, like the tower
computer.
and stuff like that.
And you'll notice we got some paint on here. This is acrylic paint, which means it's water-based, so you don't have to worry. It's great. It comes off of everything. Sometimes if you get it on your clothes, it's a little hard to get off, but it's not like oil paint you cannot get off. And I don't usually get it on my clothes. I'm pretty neat. And so we're doing this green, and then you'll see as it pops together. And Joe can keep filming because it goes right into the second episode, which is really fun. Yeah, it's great, unless my phone rings again. Yeah, it's probably my daughter looking to go to her soccer game, or she does softball.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, going back to the bodybuilding and the diet, what is ketosis? Have you ever heard of that? I don't know what that means. They call it a keto diet.
Yeah,
have you ever done that?
Yeah, I have. I've done the Atkins, and
do you do that for bodybuilding?
No,
or no.
We need carbs. Your body needs carbs.
And the keto is no carbs.
Right.
Really?
There's no carbs. You put yourself into a state of ketosis, which is low blood insulin, and you'll lose weight.
Is it good for your heart?
No. I tried the Atkins diet years ago.
I did too.
And I thought I was having a heart attack. My heart was fluttering. All I needed was sugar. So I went and got a hot fudge sundae, and I felt better. So I'm never going on that diet again. So as a bodybuilder, carbs are very important. So when I meal prep every Sunday, I'm in my kitchen for 2 hours. I have my trays. I have everything ready to go. You just heat and eat. And
really?
You have a protein, a carb, and a fat. And I usually will have chicken breast with maybe a half a sweet potato and some green beans, like an avocado. Like that's like how I eat mainly.
Mm-hmm. And you would never eat prepackaged. Do you ever go to McDonald's? I mean, once in a while?
I mean, once in a while, sure, but that's very infrequent.
But maybe just for the kids and...
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then it's kind
Every
of
now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got to live a little, right?
I always wonder why they don't have a fast food. I'm sorry. Yeah, a healthy fast food. Like, why isn't there a drive-through, Subway?
Yeah.
Well, Subway's not that great, but... yeah, how about your kids? Do they like all the meals you make?
Yeah, they
really
love
do?
them. They really love them. Yeah. And I love to cook, so that's why I want to do my own cooking show on here.
We're gonna have Christina get into Nutmeg TV because I don't think we have a lot of cooking shows. No, I think I've seen one. Joe says he hasn't seen many. So if we have no cooking shows, she'd be phenomenal to watch. Plus, easy to connect with, like me, easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Easy to chat while you're doing something. A lot of people don't talk when they're doing stuff, but I like to. So yeah, we were talking about cooking and all Christina's creations, Christina's culinary creations, I think
Yes,
is what
that's
it's
what
going to be.
if I had a show, it would be Christina's Culinary Creations.
And so a lot of people, when I go to Fork and Fire and places like that, I can't order this thing called like a charcuterie board or something like that.
Oh, charcuterie?
Charcuterie?
Yes.
Okay, charcuterie. So charcuterie board.
Yes.
I can never pronounce that. And so Christina made one for us. And generally, what do you put on there?
Okay, so it usually consists of sweet and savory. So you have
Sweet and savory.
here.
What
you
does
can
savory
see,
mean? Salt?
Savory is like more like the meats.
Okay, got it.
Meat. The sweet would be, say, the fruit. You want a little spice, so there's some peppers, there's some olives, different kinds of cheeses. It's so easy to throw together, and look how pretty it is, because you just put it onto like a wooden cutting board, and it just looks so rustic and like really real. So whenever I have people over, or used to have people over, I would always have one of these, and everybody would go crazy over it. This is like a plum jam. You could put on the crackers with some cheese, sweet and savory. So this is a charcuterie board, and it's one of my specialties, so that's why I made it.
I love it.
It's delicious.
My favorite food is cheese and crackers, pretty much.
Yeah, just like picky food.
So
right?
when you're So what's your favorite cheese? Like out of anything? Do you like the brie?
I like brie.
You would like the brie.
Mm-hmm. Definitely brie.
See, and I like the super sharp, like almost like it tastes crunchy.
Yeah,
I like that crunch. It tastes like it has nuts in it almost.
Right.
And then behind us is a chicken coop.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
It's a chicken
Christina,
house.
It is a chicken house.
It's a house.
And so that was somebody actually lived there?
Yes, it's a studio like home.
So that would be like the maid or the butler that lived here
Probably.
a long time ago?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. This house was built in 1704.
1704. I can't believe it.
Yeah. It's a 7-bedroom farmhouse.
It's 7 bedrooms in here?
Yes.
It is?
There's 2 up in the attic that are.
Oh my gosh.
And we're
So
moving
it's-
Evan upstairs.
How many square feet?
It's not that big. It's only like 2,300 square
Well,
feet.
all
I
rooms
believe.
in older houses are
it's
small.
just all the
7
little-
bedrooms?
Yeah.
Is yours down or everybody's up?
No, we're up.
Everybody's up.
Yeah. So we're trying to get Evan up in the attic space because it's like an apartment up there. It'd be great for him.
He would love
He
it.
would have one side. There's a room with a door, so that could be his computer gaming room, and on the other side of the historical home would be his bedroom. So, yeah, it's really
Oh, that's so fun. Did they kind of pick their rooms right when you moved in? Everybody was like, I'm getting this one.
Yes.
And the girls don't share. They don't need to, right?
Nope, they don't need to. No,
That's
no.
perfect. So you can see on ours, some of the wood is showing through. It doesn't have to. It's kind of fun to paint on wood. It absorbs a lot of your paint because it's not canvas. So this is kind of fun. And again, I got them at Walmart. Someone's making a lot of money off these things. But a lot of times this would make a great breadboard or a, what do you call it? A
1
cutting
minute
board.
left.
A cutting board. Yeah. So when we finish this, we'll put in some houses and stuff, and we're just gonna do pretty much the house that Christina lives in. It's a 1703.
1704?
Did Theodate build it?
No,
That doesn't go, right?
No, it doesn't. No, the family ended up building the Hillstead in the early 1900s. I believe it was like 1901. So they purchased this land, all this land. The Hillstead and this house is on 152 acres. So
Wow.
there's wonderful hiking trails.
You're kidding.
Okay.
What'd you
30
say?
seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds left. I love it. Thank God for the cameraman. So we're going to go into the next episode and finish this. And wow, 152 acres. I can't believe it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I love the hiking trails. You know, during the quarantine where we couldn't go anywhere, we just walk out our backyard
It's so
and
fun.
hike the trails. So the
And you
hillside
see
husband-
lots of animals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Bobcats and bears.
Really?
And foxes and deer. All kinds of birds. Lots of birds.
Hawks.
Red-tailed hawks.
They try to get the chickens,
They try to
right?
swoop down to get the chickens, but they have netting. So.
Isn't that crazy? I can't believe it. So we're wrapping it up here. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to do another episode.
Yeah, okay,
I can't
that's-
wait. We're going to go into another episode. And thank you again to Joe Musel, our camera guy. Please watch the Sportsmen show. It's hilarious, and they know everything about sports. So I don't know if the Dodgers or the Tampa Bay, but I think Mookie Betts and the Dodgers are going to take it. What do you think, Joe? We're going to go for George Springer. I don't know.
George. Okay.
We don't know.
George Springer's not.
Oh, he's not there
no.
anymore. See, I don't know anything. It's so funny. So yeah, I know nothing. I like talking sports because one of my ESPN friends was like, Danica Patrick's winning the NASCAR, and I was like, oh yeah, she's LPGA, right? You know, just joking around, but she's not a golfer. She's a race car driver.